Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do.
So I think most people call what Kevin Hart did is not taking accountability. But in layman terms, better yet, hood terms, he was basically saying, I did what I had to do. I needed that money. That's what it sounded like to me. What did it sound like to y'all? I know other people would say he's not taking accountability, but to me, the way he was fumbling and jumbling all over his words, he said everything but I did what I had to do. Now what? What you want to do about it? Where are we going from here? That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know what it sounded like to y'all.
Yeah, the George Floyd joke, it wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. You get why the racial humor is on the table. Like, it's not, I wasn't shocked. Like, that's what they do. Go look at the Tom Brady one. Like, that's what they do.
Do you feel like Tony Hinchcliffe went too far when he made that joke about George Floyd?
It's Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't expect less. I don't expect more.
You saw the Kevin Hart roast recently?
I was there.
Oh yeah, you was fucking there. You was. They'll get you.
Come on now, you saw his nose coming off the screen. No, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like when I heard his voice, because we heard his voice where we could see him.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, ain't no way. And when he walked out and dropped the leather cape, the cape was crazy.
Yeah, the cape was crazy.
The cape and the hat. But he on some shaft shit.
Oh, that was a crazy moment.
He came out crazy. And he came out blazing though too. It was funny. But I thought it was dope though. You know what I'm saying? Even how Kevin responded back to that.
Yep, fact.
I thought that was dope. I thought,
who the fuck thinks The Rock is funny? Like, I'm just being real, bro. You just went up there and you got some like celebrity friends and some people up there that were gonna give you some views, and make it go viral in the worst way possible, in my opinion. And I don't think it was enjoyable. People have the right to be sensitive. And for you to be like, whoa, you know, that's a roast. It doesn't have to go that way. Like, it does not have to go that way at all.
Kevin, your line was, I'm sorry. Okay? The line was, I'm sorry, and you couldn't even hit that. All right? I think there's probably a reason why we didn't see Chappelle or Chris Rock or any of your contemporaries up there is because they probably don't like you, and that's okay. To make matters worse, right, when they were trying to talk to you about the George Floyd joke and you showing up to the funeral and everything like that, one of the hosts of the Breakfast Club was like, hey, did you see my interview that I did with George Floyd's brother? And you could have respectfully just ended it at, no, I haven't. But you were like, and I never will. Why would I? Why would I waste my time doing that? Kevin, chill. The line again was, I'm sorry.
And people were expecting Kevin Hart to criticize what he said as a member of the black community because they feel like any jokes like about George Floyd, at least maybe like Sean and Marlon Wayne said, at least better be funny. And obviously like the estate or like the family of George Floyd did not find that funny. People have this expectation that Kevin Hart should have called out Hinchcliffe like the day it happened, but they thought now that he was on this platform like the Breakfast Club, which is like this hip hop focused audience, that he would have actually said something. And now this clip is going viral of him doing the exact opposite. And I want to know what you guys think about this. And
Kevin Hart's Breakfast Club interview basically said, it wasn't me. What do y'all want me to do? I didn't tell the joke. I didn't write the joke. It was live. It wasn't me. What do you want me to do? It's a roast. It's a roast. They talked about my dead mama, running the train on my dead mama. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh, y'all so sensitive. It wasn't me. Didn't take account. Then he says, oh yeah, the jokes were tasteless, but what do y'all want me to do? Stop in the middle of a live broadcast? I didn't tell it. What if a club gets shot up that I'm hosting a party at? So that's me? That's my problem?
Charlamagne Tha God and Loren Lorosa did a great job interviewing him, but I was not surprised by his answer. He said that he understood that the joke wasn't tasteful, but he understood why the joke was made because they are who they are and he expects them to make those jokes. That's like saying that it's okay for white people to be racist because we know they're going to be racist. Like, what are we talking about? That doesn't make it okay. But what I love the most is that Loren Lorosa brought George Floyd's family into the space by bringing up the interview that she did with George Floyd's brother and asking Kevin Hart what he thought about what his brother said. And his answer pissed me square off again.
Did you see the interview that I did with Terrence Floyd, George Floyd's brother?
No.
So he said,
no shot to you.
No, that's good.
I'm never watching that.
That's fine.
I just want to be clear. I'm never watching that.
I only brought it up.
Even now that you told me, I'm not going to go back and go look at that interview.
Because he's a fan.
I just want to make it clear so you understand what I do with my time. Like, I'm never doing that. Okay, go ahead.
I just asked because he's a fan of you. He saw the joke and it picked up pretty big. So I didn't know if you saw it, but he basically said, like, as a fan of you and knowing that you came to the funeral to support his family, even though it's a roast and Tony, that's what he does, they expected you to kind of be the person that would, like, stop it right in the moment or just not allow for certain things to happen.
And he also said he wanted you to come harder. He said if they want to joke, why you ain't come harder with your own jokes?
All right.
Racist jokes, I guess.
This is actually a good thing to give a rebuttal to.
See,
they talked about my dead mom and my dead dad.
What does that have to do about them making a joke about George Floyd being unalived by the police?
Kevin Hart and his wife are allegedly divorcing. So there's a new rumor going around that Kevin Hart and Aniko Hart could allegedly be heading towards a divorce. And people think that might explain why Kevin didn't get angry when Tom Brady brought up his cheating scandal during the official roast of Kevin Hart this past weekend. Apparently, that topic was supposed to be off limits, but Tom still went there anyway, referencing the scandal where Kevin admitted that he cheated on Aniko while she was pregnant. And what stood out to people the most was Kevin's reaction, or honestly, lack thereof. He laughed it off, kept the energy moving, and seemed almost unusually relaxed about something that historically was one of the biggest controversies tied to his personal life. Now, a blind item is claiming the reason he didn't care is because he and Aniko are allegedly already planning to split. And to be clear, this is speculation, but I actually think the bigger conversation here is less about whether the rumor is true and more about why people find it believable so quickly. Because Kevin Hart's entire public image over the last several years has basically been built around the idea of redemption. After that cheating scandal, the narrative became he messed up, he took accountability, he went to therapy, he rebuilt his family, and he became a better husband and father. That redemption arc became part of his brand. So if the marriage actually did end, I think a lot of people would start questioning whether that transformation was genuine personal growth or just very effective PR damage control. And honestly, that's why the roast moment matters culturally. People online don't just consume celebrity news anymore. They analyze behavior like detectives. Fans pay attention to body language, reactions, jokes, who seems uncomfortable and who seems detached. Celebrity culture has become so hyper-analyzed that people think every small moment reveals some hidden truth. At the same time, I also think the internet has become extremely cynical about celebrity relationships in general, especially when it comes to powerful male celebrities with histories of cheating rumors. There's almost this expectation now that scandals get smoothed over publicly while bigger problems continue privately behind the scenes. And because Kevin has had cheating allegations floating around for years in blind items and gossip circles, people are connecting this new rumor back to that history immediately. But I do think there's another side to this too. Sometimes audiences project narratives onto celebrities because we expect patterns to repeat. Once someone gets labeled publicly as the cheating husband, every rumor afterwards suddenly feels believable whether there's evidence or not. Still, if this rumor actually does turn out to be true, people are definitely going to revisit a lot of Kevin's past interviews and public messaging differently, because the entire story for years has been about rebuilding trust and saving the marriage. So if that relationship ends anyway, people will naturally ask whether celebrity redemption arcs are more about image preservation